Doesn't look like it's working. Okay. I'm going to shut out of this. I just exited Facebook. That's all I did. Yeah. Shut out of this, although that looks frozen. Okay, should be better now that I'm not on Facebook. Great. All right, you ready for this? We'll get it. Hey, Scott Sager here, RTC TV4. You see behind me, people are getting food and ice cream and Cokes and all sorts of fun stuff. Rochester Meat and Deli's out here. Of course, this can only mean one thing. This is the 2017 Customer Appreciation Day for First Federal Savings Bank right here in Rochester. Of course, founded 51 years ago by Dick Belcher. We'll see if we can't get an interview with him real quick. Thanks for joining us on RTC Facebook. You ready? Well, Scott Sager here. We've got this young man, Dick Belcher, founder.
No, wait a minute.
What?
Young man?
Young man.
Thank you.
Got to keep you young. Young in spirit, my friend.
There you go.
I see you riding your bike. You've got more energy than I do.
Okay.
So, Dick Belcher, you started right here in the back of a grocery store. What year was that?
1966, and for those that can't figure that out, that's 51 years ago.
51 years ago, that's
Yeah.
right. Thanks for the help with the math. So, originally, now we got to tell the story here. The store was owned by?
Joe Ewing, Joe and Amelia Ewing.
And that is Mrs. McCarter's parents, correct?
That's right, and Joe McCarter's grandparents.
Joe McCarter's grandparents. We know Joe well. I see his name at the bottom of my checks every
Do
2
you?
weeks. I do.
Well,
I think he hand signs them too, so that's
Okay.
very nice. So you started there, and I remember some stories you've told me over the years. There were days where you put $1 in just to make sure that you had some money coming in.
Yeah, that's the way my kids got some money, because sometimes we didn't have any customers, and I made a vow we're never going to get skunked. So
I like that.
So we did. But also a little story about that. We had when we opened in the rear of that grocery store as a bank. We were the only bank in town that, number one, had a drive-up window.
Okay.
And number two, had a parking lot.
Oh my goodness.
Because downtown they had none of that.
No kidding.
Yeah, and that was 1965, 66. Well, early on in 66, when we got a little snow one evening, and I was a green 32-year-old at that time, didn't know anything.
Ambitious, and you really thought you knew
I
everything.
parked my car, walked in, and an hour or two later, a customer finally came in. And she says, "Well, I can see I'm the first customer. There's no other tracks in the snow." So I really did that in a big hurry, because in the future, whenever that happened, I'd go up and down each parking slot.
Just making it look like you've been busy all day.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So how many branches we have now with First
Well, we
Federal?
have with Rochester a total of 6.
Total of 6 now.
And our assets are about 400 million. And our first branch was at Winnemac. We put that in there 3 or 4 years after we started here.
Gotcha, and that's Bill Morris over there now as president of that branch, right?
That's right, yeah.
And we've got one in Plymouth. Who's up there?
Larry Falstad.
Larry did a commercial with us. A great guy.
Yeah.
Good commercial talent too. We'll have to use him again in the future. But so you got that in Plymouth, then you're in Bremen, correct?
Bremen, Dennis Dubolinsky's there, and then we have a branch also in Elkhart. And our green branch is in Mishawaka. We built that a few years ago. It's LEED certified. We have wind turbines, geothermal.
Grass on the roof.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, we tell certain people that we're really raising marijuana on top.
Trying to
Well,
increase some profits.
That's a cash crop.
Cash crop right now. I
Yeah.
just saw a thing on hemp. They're going to industrialize hemp manufacturing in Indiana. They're going to try and do more with that, make rope or shoes or something.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
good
you
stuff
know,
there.
During World War one and two, I'm told, I'm not that old, but that hemp was raised by farmers for rope for
Yep.
the military.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely was. And, you know, still some of the ditches have some of that hemp growing in them now.
I wouldn't know. How do you know?
Well, my brother-in-law's with the Indiana State Marijuana
Oh.
Eradication Department,
Oh,
so
okay.
he goes around the states and they spray that ditchweed, as they call it, that hemp from back in the day. But some good stories. Well, a great organization here. You talked about the drive-through. Yeah, you may have been the first to have the one, but now you've got 4 lanes right here. You've got an ATM over here.
Well, if you look back, Scott, for instance, the last 10 years, the technology in our business and most businesses has just boomed.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it's just really.
Yeah. And I made a deposit with my phone yesterday,
Did
so
you? Okay.
you know, that's a whole new thing that,
Yeah.
you know, I grew up in the era of you went to the bank, you deposited your check, they verified it, they gave you everything. Now I'm taking a picture of it.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
That's
Evan Gottschalk doing a great job here. He started a lot of that mobile work for you guys before
Yes.
being president.
Yeah, he's 30 years younger. He understands it better than
And
I
he's
do.
got some energy too. So, well, Dick Belcher here. I want to thank you for your time today. We look forward to next year, 52,
Okay.
and we'll have some fun. Anything else you want to tell the viewers
Well,
out there?
yeah, if you're out and around the town, stop in.
Yeah.
And we'll
How
have
late are we doing this today then?
till we run out, or
Okay.
1 or 2 o'clock.
Well, we'll talk about it a little bit. I see Link Townsend over there from
Yeah.
Rochester Meats and Deli. What's he serving up? Pulled pork?
Roadkill,
Just something yummy, right?
pulled pork, and
pork.
hot dogs, and then we got Sally by the shore.
Yeah.
Free ice cream. We did that last year as a special for our 50th.
Yeah.
Well, then we started planning this, and our staff says, "Oh, we got to have ice cream."
What about the ice cream?
We gave 700 cups away last year.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
and so we have 700 this year.
That's amazing. We got the Coke over here with folks
Yeah.
delivering. You got some stuff going on inside. Well, a great crew of folks, Dick. We want to
Yeah,
thank
thank
you again for all you
Okay.
do, putting a good bank here. And
Thank
if you
you.
need, hey, it's always a great time to check on those mortgage rates, maybe refinance, or even get financed as
That's
your
right.
first home. So.
Yeah, and I want to make the statement. I really would rather have had Abby today.
I understand.
And could I work my way up to our next year?
You know, we'll see.
Okay.
We had to toss the coin to see who was going to take it. She didn't
And-
feel like she was camera ready. I'm a guy. I'm always
Oh,
camera
yeah,
ready.
Yeah. Thank you for stopping by.
We'll have some fun.
And
Thanks
thank
for
you
tuning in.
our RTC.
Hey, RTC has a lot of fun. We thank the folks for tuning in. You know, just an amazing fact. We talk about the technology here in the banking and in all industries, but we did the Akron 4th of July parade. We put it out on our TV, website, and YouTube, and also Facebook. We had over 5,000 people watch a parade from a town that has 1,100 folks.
Yeah.
That's just great. And they all watched it on their phones and computers. So
Yeah.
we enjoy the technology. We'll continue to get better, and we'll continue our partnerships with folks like you.
What makes this community really great is organizations like yours, like WROI, like the Sentinel, as far as communication.
Yeah.
Lots of a lot of communities our size don't have that.
Oh, absolutely. And bigger. You know, Bloomington, Indiana does not have its own television station the way we do here. And that's a big deal.
Well, they're high priced down there. You see, they're the highest priced town in the state of Indiana.
Is
You
it?
just see
Bloomington is?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that's why I moved back to Rochester. We got a gentleman coming through here. We'll let him come through.
If he's got a 4-wheel drive, we'll let him.
Yeah,
do
we're
it.
going to let him come on through. Well, thank you again, Dick.
okay.
Continued success to you, my friend.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, folks. We enjoyed it all. We're going to cut out here, but if you got time today, they're going on until about 2 o'clock or whenever they're out of food. So it's First Federal Savings Bank Customer Appreciation Day. Thank you for coming out and watching us here on RTC TV4. Hey, Scott Sager back with you. This time I'm with the big man himself, Mr. Evan Gottschalk, president. Not CEO, just president. Dick's CEO, right?
That's right.
Okay.
We're a combo, tag team.
Tag teaming it. I like that. Get some experience, get some energy. I love it. How's it going for you? You've been in this position for what, a year and a half, 2 years?
That's right, about 18 months.
Okay.
And we've had a lot of interesting things come up in the first 18 months since that change.
Yeah.
And some of those, we're doing business loans now.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, no kidding.
And business checking accounts.
Well, that's a big deal.
And it hasn't really changed our focus because our number one product is mortgage lending, and that's our specialty. Our expertise goes back many decades in mortgage lending. We get a special thrill out of helping somebody find that home to live in, and that's still something that we look forward to.
Well, you guys do a great job with that, not playing favorites to any of the other bankers that might be watching this out there, but you guys took good care of me for sure.
Thank you, Scott.
From the initial process and inquiry, hey, can I afford anything? All the way through the appraisal process to closing the loan, you guys were a part of that the entire way. Compared your rates, you know, I'm not stupid. It's the internet's right there. I can
That's
go
right.
like this. Your rates were solid. It was really a good program, and just the entire thing left me feeling good about it. And I get to bank locally.
That's right.
And you service my loan. You take care of any questions I have right here. So, yeah, you're doing fine on the mortgage side.
A lot of the things you just mentioned are what we take a lot of pride in, Scott. We want to be able to help our community members come in with any problem that they have. And we staff with experts that have been here a long time. We understand the business. And we enjoy helping somebody out. Just like you said, maybe you're just even looking for a home. You don't know how much you should even approach in terms of a home loan or what size house to look at. And we help out with that every day. And we enjoy having those conversations.
And you did just great work. I mean, it does start with, hey, do I make enough money? Hey, how's my credit? Hey, you know, the whole thing, and your folks were experts on that. To foil that, I will tell you, having lived in Bloomington for 20 years, I had a house down there. It was financed with a bank that wasn't in Bloomington. They did have a local branch, however, and I went to that branch to ask some questions one day, and they sat me in front of a phone to call the 800 number.
Yeah,
so you don't get that here at First Federal. They'll bring you in the office, they'll talk to you personally, so that's a great thing.
Absolutely.
That's a great thing. So the business loans, new thing for you. Who's in charge of that? Who's running that?
Jamie Bales. He's been in community banking for over a decade in commercial lending.
Great.
So he's bringing a lot of experience, and he services all of our locations. And we thought, you know what, we've always had to say we can't help you with a business loan. And so as we talked about the future and looking forward on strategy and what we can do to have a bigger community impact, business loans seemed like something we needed to approach very seriously and really hire someone that had the experience and expertise to help us put that program together. So we've been working on that for close to a year now, and we've got about 18 loans, commercial loans, and 15 of those have been current customers. And that's exactly what we were expecting. So
folks out there might not think of this just inherently, but a local bank with a reputation like First Federal coming into the business loan market, that's truly economic growth for the community.
It is.
It really is. It will create jobs that will beget more homes. It's just a kind of self-feeding program there. So congratulations for doing that.
Thank you.
I do hope it goes well. Now, one thing I wanted to ask you about, Dick and I were on earlier, and I said, you know, technology's changed so much, Dick, that I actually deposited money into my account yesterday with my phone. You know, took a picture of my check, sent it away. I don't know where it goes. Some little guy in a room. I don't know. But the automation these days and the ease and convenience of banking is phenomenal. I personally like a lot of mobile banking. I can see what I need to do. I can transfer funds. But again, coming back to the core of what you do, having the brick and mortar where I can go in and talk to folks. It's just technology. You've integrated technology with tradition very, very well here at First Federal.
Thanks for saying that, Scott. And truly, we're looking to have a solution that meets everybody's needs. That's a challenge, and we take that very seriously. But we're committed to offering current state-of-the-art technology for banking. There's a lot of people interested in that convenience, but it doesn't mean we're not going to offer traditional services as well. We're offering all of it. And that is difficult to do, but we enjoy that challenge, and it's a lot of fun. We were just doing a promotion today called Card Valet. We have a lot of customers with debit cards. And using a debit card is one of the convenient things that a lot of people have enjoyed for many years. But there are some fraud concerns and risks out there. And when it's tied to your checking account, that's a real concern. So we're launching a product that's integrated with our mobile app that you just mentioned that you enjoy, and there's also a standalone app for it if you prefer. But this allows you to turn your debit card on and off in real time.
Oh, wow.
So you can protect yourself. You want to use it at a store? Let me turn it on real quick and make my purchase.
Turn it right back off.
It's almost like writing a check where you're holding the checkbook, no one else sees it or knows it. Well, this is your debit card. You still have the convenience,
Nice.
but as you're going into our mobile app with confidence, you can set limits, further limits on it. You can block it from international use.
I didn't know that.
And you have that control at your fingertips on demand, which that's exactly what consumers are looking for these days. And that's, hey, I'd like to do something using my mobile phone on demand.
Giving them control.
And we're allowing that now. So we're real excited about that product.
That's excellent. That's a valet product. Valet, what do we
called
call it?
Card Valet.
Card Valet.
And
Ask for that
today,
when you come in.
you come in today, we'll serve you a nice lunch and some ice cream.
Yeah.
And then we'll also talk to you about Card Valet. If you'll listen to us and allow us to show it to you, show the features and kind of show you how it works, then we'll let you pull a valet envelope off our valet board that's got cash in it.
Oh my gosh, giving away money at the bank. You got to love that. Dick only lets so much go, though, right?
That's right. So come in early.
Yeah, right. Well, thank you again, Evan Gottschalk. Keep up the good work here in Rochester and with the rest of the branches. You guys are just doing great work. Keep it up, okay?
Thanks a lot, Scott.
Thank you, partner.
Appreciate it.
All right. We'll leave it here for just a few more moments, folks. Let you enjoy some of the scenes. If you got some time, get out here. First Federal Savings Bank here on 9th Street in Rochester. Stop out and get some pulled pork or a hot dog from Rochester Meats and Deli. Maybe get some ice cream from Sally's by the Shore. Just a great event here in Rochester on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Hey, Scott Sager here. We're still out at the First Federal Savings Bank Customer Appreciation Day. Just interviewed Evan Gottschalk. Now, I will say, in speaking with Evan, you got to remember that, yeah, it is Customer Appreciation Day, but if you're not a customer and you want to come by, come on by. They invite everybody. It's open to all. They want you to come on out, learn a little bit about First Federal Savings Bank, get to meet some of their employees, see some of their products. So we encourage everybody to come out here. We're not going to be on for very much longer here at RTC, but had some fun out here. Thank Abby Malco, Dick Belcher, and of course Evan Gottschalk for all their help. And we'll be back next year for this, for number 52. But we'll leave it live here for a few more moments on RTC TV4. Hey, Scott Sager here again. We're going to close it out here at the First Federal Savings Bank Customer Appreciation Day. Saw Brian Fitzwater here. Brian, good to see you. Saw Evans getting some food finally. That's good. Tom Bear from WROI. I'm sure you guys been listening to him. Everybody, cast of thousands, right? That's what it takes. Small village, small town. Next week, if you're tuning in, we're going to be out at Shepherd's for their Customer Appreciation Day, as well as Townhome Furnishings, who's having a summer celebration sale. So I want you all to tune in. Scott Sager saying thanks from everybody here at RTC TV4. Still some time, by the way, if you can get out here to First Federal Savings Bank, get some food from Sally's by the Shore or Rochester Meats and Deli. So thanks again for having us here today. We'll see you next time.